What's up guys, Drifty here from Driftwood Gaming, and today's video is going to be a real short tutorial on how you can use common events to make a Hearthstone. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is create a new event. And in this event, you're going to want to find a way to award an item to a player. So you could either do that by making a character, pick whatever actor you want. We'll say this guy right here, or girl. And then we're gonna say I'll give you a step-by-step. We're gonna right click inside the contents, click insert, and then we're gonna show text under the first thing on the first tab that says messaging. Here is your very own Hearthstone. You can use it to teleport back here at any time, except in battle, unless you want that to be a thing. An escape stone, you can make something like that. And we're going to come back to this event, but we'll leave that how it is for now. So click OK, go up to your database, and we need to create a new item. So what we're going to do is click right here on change maximum if you don't have any space, and just increase that number so that you have a blank space. Now we're going to click in the named box and type in Hearthstone, or whatever you want to call it, Warpstone or anything like that. We're going to select a graphic, and we're going to give it a graphic. So I think this orb looking thing should work fine, so we'll click that. And we'll give a little description for it. Use this item to return to your home point. Alright, and we're going to make this a key item. You could make, like, say, warp scrolls and make this look like a scroll or something, and then sell that in your at your shop and make it consumable, and you'd have to buy them. Or you can just have it not consumable so the player can use it over and over. Give it a price. Since we're making it a key item and it's not consumable, we're not going to give it a price because we don't want the player to accidentally sell it. So the scope, it doesn't really matter as long as it's either targeting someone in the party. So you could say one ally or all allies. For the sake of this, since we're going to be teleporting the whole party, I'm going to say all allies. Now the rest of the stuff you can leave it default. It doesn't need to be messed with. Now we're going to go over to the common events tab. So click on common events. Same thing here. If you don't have space, increase the number of common events until you have space. Go to a blank spot and call it Hearthstone, or whatever you want, warp scroll or whatever. Now right click inside this Hearthstone thing, and all we're going to do is create 3 variables. So we're going to click on control variable, or actually we can do it this way. Click on the second tab and go to transfer player. Now, where it's asking for a location, designate with variables. So we're going to make 3 new variables. So go to a tab that doesn't have any variables, and you're going to need 3 slots. So we'll say 41 to 60 for here. Go to the top, and we're going to say players X location. We're going to go right to the next one and say players Y location. Then we're going to go underneath that, and we're going to go players map location. It doesn't matter if you capitalize these or not, this is just a placeholder. So now that we've got 3 variables created, on map ID we want to select the one that says players map location. On map X we want to click on players X location, and on map Y we want to click on players Y location. When those are all set up, hit OK, and now we're going to transfer a player to those variables. But before we do the transfer, we're going to make a graphic. So we're going to click on tab 2, go down to characters, and click on show animations. So we're going to put an animation on the character, and the animation you want is up to you. I've made some custom animations, but for the sake of this video, in case you haven't made any custom animations, for now I think we could just go with warp or something. Let's find one. And you can go to your animations tab and find the perfect one that fits just right. For now, what we're going to do is click on flash. 033 flash. That should look okay. We'll wait for completion, and then that'll be it for now. Now we want to create a crystal or a point that we're going to use to teleport the player back to. So let's make a new event. Now this, you can have it look like whatever you want or no graphic at all, but I would suggest doing something like a crystal. So we'll say this crystal right here. This blue one looks fine. That's just what it looks like. Now we're going to right click in the contents, insert, and we're going to set a show message. So we're going to ask the player if he or she would like to set his home point at this location. Would you like to set this spot as your home point? Now we're going to right click underneath that, insert, show choices, yes or no. When cancel, we want to be show choice 2, so they can hit escape and it'll just the same as entering choice 2. When they cancel, nothing should happen, but when they say yes, we need to control those variables. So go to game progression, control variable. Now we're going to set each variable individual, so we're going to go to the top one, find the player's X location, click on that one, set that. Now we're going to go down to game data. Now we're going to go to party, or no, we're going to click on character, players, map X. Hit OK. Now we have players X location set to the game data of players map X. Now underneath that, we're going to do the same thing, control variables, except we're going to select players X location. We're going to set that to the game data of the players, the character, player, map Y. Hit OK. Underneath that, we're going to do the same thing, control variables, game data, character, player, actually for this third one we're going to select other, and we're going to select map ID. Hit OK. Make sure it's on set. We're going to select player's map location. Hit OK. So now we have 3 variables. When the player says yes, we want to set that as our home point, it's going to set the X variable to the map X. We're going to set the Y variable to the map Y. We're going to set the player's map location as the map ID. Now we're going to hit OK. So that part's done. This is our home point. Now we need to go into our database and create the item. So as you see here, we've got the Hearthstone. I think we already did that. So when we have the Hearthstone, we need to find a way to give the player the Hearthstone. So on this event, this lady is giving us a Hearthstone. So underneath that, we're going to insert a change of items. That's in tab 1. Go down to where you find the Hearthstone, increase by 1. Now we're going to let the player know that they got a Hearthstone. You obtained a Hearthstone. And we'll set dim background and middle for this one, just like as to make it stand out a little bit so they know they got it. You could even go farther with this and play a music effect. So underneath tab 2, you've got music and sounds, play ME. And victory 1 should work. We can turn the pitch up so it doesn't take too long. And hit OK. Now we need to set the player's starting location. So we're going to do a quick, or underneath quick event creation, there's set starting position. Just select player. Now when you start the game, the player is going to start right there. But we still have to design our common event. So let's go to our common events, underneath our Hearthstone, edit this, make sure that map ID is map location. I think we already did this, that's good. Everything looks fine. So basically, I think we're done. Now we're going to just do a play test real quick. So we're going to save the game, we're going to hit play. Let's create a new game, and we're going to bug test, make sure we did everything right. Okay, so Here's your very own Hearthstone. You can use it to teleport back here at any time. Obtained a Hearthstone. Alright. So if we were to use it now, I don't think anything would happen, because we haven't set those variables yet. So now when you go to the home point, it gives you the options. If you say no, nothing will happen because you still haven't set those variables. But if you say yes, would you like to set this spot as your home point? Yes. We could even put a graphic right there, like a little jingle sound, so to let the player know that it's been set, or even a pop-up message. So we'll probably do that. So let's go to key items, hit Hearthstone, and nothing's happening. Okay, so we need to figure out why nothing's happening. Let's go back to our item. Oh, because our Hearthstone isn't doing anything. So underneath our Hearthstone, where it says effects, we need to right click, go to edit, and we need to call on a common event. So we go to other, common event, go down to where you created the Hearthstone common event, hit OK, and hit OK. I also want to set the player's location right off the bat, so when you receive your Hearthstone, the place you received it is your starting point. So when you talk to her, you're going to insert those three variable controls. So it's real simple. Do the same thing you just did. Set player X location to the game data, character player map X. You're going to do the same thing with the Y, control variables, players Y location, game data, player, character player map Y, and the map ID, control variable, set game data, map ID. Okay. But we want to make sure we set our variable to player's map location. So double checking, players X, players Y, players map. Okay. Now, in order to stop her from continuing to give us unlimited amounts of Hearthstones, we're going to control a self switch. So basically, we're going to go new event. All I did was click on the button at the top. It creates a new event. And if you want this thing to this character to disappear, you can leave it like that. Or if you want her to come back and just stand around, she's under people 6. You can double click, go down to people 6, and then just click on her again. And then she'll say, you already have the Hearthstone. So we need to set a self switch. So go to insert, control self switch, A is on. Now on this tab 2, we need to specify that self switch A is on. So this tab will only happen if we've set the self switch on. So you can only get to this screen if you've already received your Hearthstone. So we'll hit OK, save the game, hit play, new game. Here's your very own Hearthstone. You can use it to teleport back here in time. We've got Hearthstone. Items, key items. Oh, it took us back to where she was, because when we received it, we set our home point there. To change our home point, we can just copy paste this crystal script. Would you like to set your home point here? Yes. And that'll let us set our home point there. And you can put that on any map, and it doesn't matter if you have multiple. So that's basically how you make a Hearthstone. Well, I hope you guys like this video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want more content like this, you can subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, favorite, share, all that good stuff. I really appreciate all the viewers I get for the videos. Thank you guys for watching once again one more time, and we'll see you guys in the next tutorial.